The tea is exceptionally good today. Who made this? Very delicious. Hold on.
Hey, my cosmic cousins. It's your girl, Nova Charm, and welcome to another episode of Astrology Tea with Nova Charm. On today's episode, I'm breaking down the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Ooh, this is a big one, y'all. Because not only are we dealing with the solar eclipse energy and still all of these retrograde energies from all these universal planets, this new moon sits at the 29 degree, which is the most critical degree that it could possibly be in. Child, look, it's already been crazy. Y'all been seeing it, and I tried to tell y'all it was going to get like that. I just didn't know that it was going to get that bad. Lord. But you know that's why I'm here to go ahead and give you this tea. So before we get too deep into it, make sure you go ahead and hit that like, subscribe to your girl, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of this cosmic tea that I want to sip with you. Now let's get into it. Now, the best way to describe this energy is, oh, you don't want to clean it up? Don't worry about it. I'll do it for you. I'll do it myself. The universe is telling us that whatever is going on in your life that you have not cleaned up, the universe is going to clean it up for you. And I'm going to break down exactly what I mean. Now, with every new moon, we know that that's about setting new intentions. And by this new moon being in Virgo, it definitely is about organizing those intentions, making sure that you are very clear about your intentions, very detailed, and you have a plan set in place to make it happen. Now, the vibes that the solar eclipse brings in with all of this is an intense energy of sudden shifts, faded opportunities, and maybe even a life redirection. It gets that deep. And by this moon being in the 29th degree, child, that's the most critical degree it is. That's the universe's way of saying, okay, let's wrap it up, okay? And the main focus of all of this energy is a reset around daily routines, organizations, and self-improvement. Now, you're going to definitely want to look at where Virgo sits in your chart because it's going to play the biggest part in that area of life, wherever it sits for you. And by this being in the 29th degree, it is critical. Now, this is, of course, going to be centered around Virgo energy. If you need an in-depth explanation about Virgo energy, I do have a Virgo video that I just put up. Go ahead and check that out. But just a brief overall, we know that Virgo deals with the health, daily routines, work, organization, and self-improvement. Now, you know I got to give you the tea. Now, Virgo during this time is going to also be in Venus. So a lot of y'all's relationships are going to come to a sudden standstill. And some of y'all might be starting some new relationships because this gives fresh start. But for some of you who have been having your relationships tested recently, this is definitely going to be that make or break time for you guys. And all of this right before we go into Libra season. And you already know what that is, cuffing season. I got a video dropping about that, so y'all make sure y'all look out for that as well. But I'm not going to get off topic. Let's get back to this new moon. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which is a fast-moving planet. It's also a mutable planet. So it does a lot. There's a lot going on. So you might experience a lot of moments where you feel like a lot is piling up. It's going to be the universe's way of forcing you to actually create a routine and organization in whatever area that sits in for you. Now, the things that you definitely want to look out for is making sure that you're not really overcritical on yourself or on others around this time. This is going to be a time where you're probably going to be really self-analyzing yourself. So just make sure that you're not being hypercritical on yourself and others. And this is also a time where you might be fighting with overthinking. Like I said, the universe is naturally going to be having a lot of things probably coming at you. So this is going to be a time where you're really going to have to be mindful about that overthinking and really probably lean into meditation and breathing work during this time. The solar eclipse intensifies everything. So that's why I'm saying like it may feel like it's a lot, but you just got to remember you're only one person and there's only so much that you can do. This is why organizing your life is going to be very beneficial. Creating a routine is going to be even more beneficial to you. The eclipse is inviting you to like have new habits and try to support a healthy physical and spiritual growth within you. Balance out that energy of being productive and when to rest. Now, as I mentioned before earlier in the video, the solar eclipse is like wrap it up, right? Yeah, well, it's going to bring some sudden change. There's going to be some doors that suddenly close and you weren't going to be prepared for it. I can guarantee it. But just know that that door is closing so a better door can be open for you. And I also mentioned before that since Virgo is going into Venus, this is definitely going to have a shift on a lot of people's relationships. It's going to bring that delusion, that fantasy straight to reality. Like some of y'all going to be smacked in the face with some reality. This energy is letting you know it is okay to dream, but you just got to dream practically. You got to be very aware, and discernment is going to be required, especially when it comes to dating. But that Virgo energy is going to bring that in for you. It's going to bring a heightened awareness of red flags, and you're going to start thinking about your standards and if people are actually meeting those standards. For those of you that are in healthier partnerships, you're going to start seeing little acts of service. You're going to notice that you're going to want to be doing little things for your partner and they're going to want to be doing little things for you. You're probably going to be taking things to another level of just overall care and admiration of one another, and you're just going to be showing it. Overall, you're going to want to use this energy to just refine things with your partner and not criticize or nitpick. I mean, this is a time to, see the flaws and everything, but just make sure that you're looking to fix those flaws and you're coming up with a healthy way to be able to do so that's going to be beneficial for both of you. Now, for my singles out there, this is going to be a great time for you to write down your non-negotiables. If you're looking to draw in a relationship, this is actually great energy to do so. However, like I said, you want to make sure that you write it out, be detailed. I mean, even if you don't want to write it out in paper, just really be detailed and really be thinking about what you truly want in a teammate, in a partnership, Think about your healthy standards and your healthy boundaries that you're not willing to negotiate on, and you're going to stand firm on it too. Now, because it's in the 29 degree, I keep stressing to y'all that this is such a critical karmic degree. It is a turning point. It's like finishing school, okay? It is a very critical time where you're really going to see these things light up, okay? Because we ain't forgot that the sun is still in Virgo at this time. So, yeah, I've told y'all over and over again that the sun just shines things out and brings exposure to it. So, yeah. So this isn't just no regular new moon. Like you got solar energy, you got it at 29 degrees. Like this is literally an ending and beginning all at once. It don't get no more full circle than that. All in all, the spiritual takeaway of all this energy is you've learned the lessons of this energy. Now prove it. And that's what the universe wants you to do. They want you to show that you actually learned the lesson by being about it, not just talking about it, be about it. I mean, it really makes you ask yourself, am I applying my wisdom or am I still just stuck in old habits? Now, don't get it twisted. It's not about being perfect. We already know that Virgo energy brings that. So don't be stuck on that. That ain't where we going with it. But you do need to still be trying to figure out if you are integrating these lessons that you've been learning all summer long, that this universe has been trying to teach us. The best way to work with this energy would be to set intentions for your daily life. And I mean, like journal your routines and how you want to start things. And also think about the things that you want to stop doing. Now, since Virgo energy is earth energy, we've talked about that so much on this channel. We know that we have to be grounded. So you want to make sure that you're completely anchored in the present. Be mindful and very intentional and consistent in this energy. And you know, Virgo is about getting things in order. So you're going to have a strong urge to detox and simplify your surroundings. So you're going to have a strong urge to clear everything out. And you know, when I mean clutter, I mean physical, mental, and emotional. You got to make room for new opportunities to come your way. I mentioned earlier in my video also about dreaming practically. Virgo energy is not just about wishing about things. It's about planning and actually putting it into concrete action, taking steps to make it actually happen. And this energy is calling you out to do that pretty much. The vibes is pretty much just like, get it together, like get it together for real. And just because it's been a while, I'm going to go ahead and break it down per rising sign, how this energy wants you to get it together. Okay. So Aries risings, this energy actually falls in your sixth house of health routines and daily work. So it's really on par for y'all. So this cosmic energy really wants you to take a look at how you take care of your body and how you manage your day-to-day life. This is a time to really start fresh habits. You will notice that small changes will transform everything. And when it comes to Venus, it'll show up in acts of service. So pay attention who supports you and who does things, those little things. Okay. Pay attention to that. Now, Taurus risings, this falls in your fifth house, which is about love, creativity, and also what brings you joy. Your dating life is probably going to pick up right about now. And also, you're probably going to be having some creative projects that will be coming up, like, you know, some new stuff coming. And this is going to be something that is going to completely light up your heart. This is going to be something you're going to be incredibly passionate about. And when it comes to dating for you, you are definitely going to be refining your standards. You're no longer going to be settling. You're going to be choosing quality connections that actually bring you true joy. I love that for y'all. Now, for my Gemini risings, this eclipse energy lights up your fourth house of home, family, and your emotional foundation. This new cycle is really going to highlight your family dynamic and your living space. It's time to create a healthier home for yourself. Now, with Venus, it may add a little splash of beauty to your home. You may want to feel the need to do upgrades around this time. You're going to want to, spruce some things up and make it beautiful. Now, my Cancer risings, for you, the focus is on your third house, which deals with your communication, your learning, and also siblings. This gives you a fresh start in how you express yourself to others. Now, the Venus element does add the element of speaking life and love into others and attracting connections through words. This is definitely going to be a time where you're going to be speaking your truth and not be holding back. And it's going to come off a little different than what people are used to from when it comes from you. Now, for my Leo risings, the eclipse activates your second house of money, values, and of course, self-worth. This may be a time when you start questioning your worth and your value system. You may even switch up on projects or how you come about getting your finances. That Venus element adds a element of it's time to value yourself more. Are you truly getting paid what you're worth? Do others value you the same as you value them? Those are going to be some of the questions that you're going to really be asking yourself, and you're going to be getting that in order. Amen. Now, for my Virgo rising, this is actually a big one for you. It's happening right in your first house of self, okay? This is like a complete identity rebirth for the Virgo risings. The way you view yourself and the way others view you is going to be completely shifting. And with Venus having its effect, this is definitely giving a glow up moment. Like you're going to be incredibly magnetic and radiant around this time. And if you're single, you're going to be attracting some suitors now. They're going to be coming out the woodwork. You're going to really get a lot of attention around this time. So definitely make that work for you. Okay. And I'm sure you've been feeling this anyway, because the energy normally sets in with us before the planets actually, or the zodiacs actually station where they're going to be. So yeah. So now for my Libra risings, for you, this eclipse lands in your 12th house of rest, release, and spiritual healing. This is about completely letting go of karmic baggage for you. The universe is urging you to step into your most peaceful chapter of your life. Venus comes in to sprinkle in a little bit of love yourself in solitude type of energy. The universe wants to truly remind you that time alone can actually be deeply healing for you. And sometimes as a Libra rising, you need that. Now, with my Scorpio rising, this is happening in your 11th house of friends, community, and networks. You may feel a fresh start in your social circles. You may even find yourself aligned with some new faded friendships or collaborations. And with that Venus element there, it may even turn a friendship into a little romance. Nevertheless, this energy is urging you to refine your tribe and only look out for those who support you. Now for my Sagittarius risings, for you, this hits your 10th house of careers and public image. And we're talking big new beginnings for your work life. Some of you may even step into a leadership role or get a lot of clarity on a true calling that you didn't really know that you had before. Now that Venus element helps support partnerships with work, and it helps you shine a lot more gracefully in the public eye. So there's going to be a lot of eyes on you as far as work is concerned. People going to be like, hold on. Pretty much it's going to be time for you to get that big. Now, my Capricorn risings. This eclipse activates your 9th house of tribal learning and spirituality. It's time for a new chapter of belief studies and even travel experiences. It's time to expand your mind and expand the world. And that Venus element helps you develop connections with others that might be like a mentor or a guide. This is somebody who's going to spark new ideas and just a new way of thinking overall for you. It's going to be a very insightful time. Now, for my Aquarius risings, for you, this lands in your 8th house of intimacy, shared resources, and overall transformation. This is a reset for how you share your energy with others, whether it's financial partnerships or emotional bonds. Now, the 8th house kind of gives that tower moment energy, so don't be surprised if you have some things that are ending very quickly. It's just making room for new things. Now, don't get a little frustrated, okay? This is designed so you can set healthy boundaries when it comes to love, intimacy, and money. Now, money, okay? Now, for my Pisces risings, this falls in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. This is a fresh start in love, bringing in new relationships and refining the one that you're in. Now, since Venus is already in Virgo, you do have to take the delusion out of it, okay? You do have to take the delusion out of it and look at the reality of what you're dealing with. But we're expecting upgrades for love for you. No more settling for things that are not balanced and no more overgiving. This brings in a balance of devotion and care that you give, you also receiving, okay? Now, I will add journal prompts for each of the rising signs down below in the description. I didn't want to add them in the video because it would make the video incredibly long. It's already long enough, okay? But I do have a few affirmations for the collective. So, yes, let's go ahead and do those affirmations. You know, I love a good affirmation. My first affirmation is, I welcome new beginnings that align with my healing growth and highest good. My second affirmation is, I release perfectionism and honor progress over pressure. And my last and final affirmation is, I am grounded, whole, and ready for my next chapter of my journey. Now, please keep in mind, this energy is designed to help us. So if you're feeling a lot of the pressure that this energy is bringing in, then you know it is time for you to release. And I hope this video has helped you guys. As always, thank you for joining me and allowing me to share my wisdom. Make sure you hit that like, go ahead and comment how this energy has been affecting you, and share it to a friend. Why not? As always, Cosmic Cousins, I enjoy giving you this information. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'm out.